At this very moment, trillions of microbes inhabit your body, both inside and out. These include bacteria, fungi, viruses, and more. From birth, they become part of us, and we actually rely on them. The bacteria in our intestines help digest our food. The microbes in our mouths and noses assist in protecting us from infections. Nearly every part of our body has its own distinct microbiome or microbial community. And yes, that includes the vagina. That's exactly what I'm studying as a graduate student right now. Someone should keep track of how many times we say vagina in this video because it is going to be a lot. One of the biggest misconceptions about the vaginal microbiome is that it's harmful. Many people assume that microbes are bad, but in reality, the vaginal microbiome plays a crucial role in protecting against harmful invaders. There's a diverse microbial ecosystem at play, and the most dominant group consists of bacteria called lactobacilli. There are several species within this group, but their primary function is to occupy space and maintain acidity. These bacteria produce lactic acid, which keeps the vaginal pH low. This acidity is actually a great thing. It supports beneficial bacteria while making it harder for harmful ones to thrive. This is why you might notice lightened or bleached areas on your underwear, even after washing it, as simply the natural acidity of your vaginal discharge reacting with the fabric dye. And that's completely normal. In fact, you might find it fascinating that this acidity has been linked to a reduced risk of contracting certain STIs, including lowering the chances of HIV transmission. That said, using protection, like condoms or dental dams, is still necessary to minimize STI risks as much as possible. Maintaining a balanced microbiome and that acidic environment is essential. For example, disruptions in this balance can lead to bacterial vaginosis (BV), a condition that affects around 10% of women in the U.S. every year, often repeatedly. If you've ever experienced BV, you know the frustration. Normal vaginal discharge consists of cells, secretions from microbes, the microbes themselves, and cervical mucus. It varies in consistency, color, and quantity throughout your cycle. Usually, it's clear or white and doesn't have a strong odor. But if the microbiome becomes imbalanced, if something makes it harder for lactobacilli to thrive, other bacteria take over. Your discharge may change in color and develop an unpleasant odor, leading to BV. Essentially, it's a shift in the natural bacterial population in your vagina. If this has ever happened to you, you are not alone. It is the most common vaginal condition for people under 45. A similar imbalance occurs during a yeast infection. If protective bacteria are disrupted, naturally occurring yeast seize the opportunity to multiply. The frustrating part is that medications for one condition, like antibiotics for BV, can increase your chances of developing another imbalance, like a yeast infection. It's a vicious cycle. This is why we need better solutions than just relying on antimicrobials. A helpful tip: you might ask your doctor about taking a probiotic alongside antibiotics for BV treatment. Some research even suggests that using an antifungal at the same time as an antibiotic may help break this frustrating cycle, but we still need more effective approaches. It's exhausting how many things can throw off vaginal microbes: taking antibiotics, pregnancy, sexual activity, menstruation, using menstrual products, birth control. Having a vagina comes with so much maintenance. But if there's one key takeaway from this video, it's this: you don't need to wash out your vagina. Society may have made you feel ashamed about discharge or your natural scent, but douching actually strips away the beneficial microbes that protect you. Your vagina is self-cleaning. I get passionate about this because the vaginal microbiome affects so much more than just yeast infections, although those are frustrating enough. It also plays a role in secondary conditions including preterm birth, STI susceptibility, and even fertility. Disruptions in this microbiome, like with BV, can increase the risk of pelvic inflammatory disease, which can lead to infertility if left untreated. Microbial imbalances can also heighten the risk of acquiring HPV, which is significant since certain strains of HPV can cause cancer. Additionally, BV during pregnancy has been associated with an increased likelihood of preterm birth, which carries risks for both the parent and baby. We need to deepen our understanding of these microbial interactions to prevent these health issues. That's exactly what I'm researching for my master's thesis. And this doesn't even begin to cover urinary